We only sign things that are big on social media. That's it. Because we don't know how to promote bands anymore. We don't know how to promote solo artists. We don't know how to promote anything.
So you need to be good at social media to make it in the music industry. But do you need to be good at music to make it in the music industry? This is your pipe date for Sunday, March 30th, 2025. But first, some quick updates. My latest single, A Little Game, the acoustic version, is out now. It is my fourth single for my forthcoming album, Crushing Days. I am going to release 2 more singles in the next several weeks, and then hopefully have a release date for the album. I just finished the 9th track for the album titled Crushing Days, and the track I just finished is the title track called Crushing Days. I'm really happy with how it turned out. This album, Crushing Days, is 12 songs that I'd written years and years ago in the early 2000s about various relationships or crushes. And the title track, Crushing Days, and so many of these other songs I've held on for so long. Not because they're bad, but actually because I think this is some of my best material. And it took me a while because I wanted to make sure that my music recording and production skills was up to a standard where I can do them justice, and I am happy with how it's turned out so far, and I've got 3 more tracks to record, and I feel like after getting sick and slowing down, I feel like I'm starting to build some momentum back. But this is my first album, and it's definitely been an effort. So I'll be glad when it's done, but I also might want to do it again. It's in the 80s here in Virginia. We're finally starting to see some green. Anyways, social media and being a big and famous musician. Rick Beato put out this very interesting video a while back. I'd meant to make a video on it, but then I got sick. But it reminds me of a conversation I had with another independent artist, someone far more experienced than me, who had worked with some big famous artists, and she gave me some advice. And that advice was to not focus on performing and a local in-person following, but that I needed to build up my online presence and to focus there first. Which is a little disheartening because I always wanted to make live performances a key aspect of my project. But the simple fact is to even get live performances, the first thing a venue is going to look at is how many monthly listeners do you have on Spotify? How many followers do you have on all of the various platforms? To where having a big social media presence is kind of a prerequisite to get anywhere in the music industry. And Rick Beato's conclusion here is that the big record labels, they don't even know how to promote and develop artists anymore. So you can no longer just be an incredibly talented musician. You need to be great at social media and self-promotion. Which begs the question, what do music labels even provide anymore? If you can build a following of millions of listeners without them, and they're not physically producing records anymore, despite being called record companies, what exactly are they bringing to the table? And I fear that what this means for actual music is that you're often hearing artists that perhaps aren't the best at their craft. That is, the actual music, the songwriting and performing. But they're excellent at the self-promotion aspects. Branding, figuring out these viral moments. Making real human connections with their audience. Which these things cannot be discounted. I agree that these are important things as artists. But if I think back to my youth and about a generational talent like Kurt Cobain, or Chris Cornell, how do you think they would do in the world of social media? And would we even get to hear their music if they were to come of age today? Which begs the question, how many amazing talents are we passing over? Because they simply don't have the charisma and the outgoing qualities that are necessary to be successful on social media. Or what I've seen sometimes is these artists care about their art and they don't care about promotion. They don't care about social media. They don't even like it. And on the flip side of it, someone who is amazing at promoting themselves on social media can simply surround themselves with people with tremendous musical ability. Like there are brilliant producers that can play all the instruments, can mix and master, make everything sound incredible. So that the track sounds amazing. And then live performances are more and more just synced. or the vocals are pitch corrected, or you can simply hire the best backing band you could find. And I guess to a certain degree, self-promotion has always been very important in the music industry. But these days it feels like it's the only thing that's important. What do you think? Pipe out.